Thailand! Don't go to Thailand where all white boy criminals go. Okay, that was wrong, but I'm just joking. Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
This is gonna be our review of White Lotus season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Full spoilers for the season. This is 6 months old, so I guess it's okay to just put review.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our Triple Trouble, Void a Parrot, Scott Walker ZZ. Scott, just hold on a little longer. 20 to 30 minutes later, we are going to do Let's Talk, and hopefully a very long one.
We're almost there.
Big shout out to our 72 subscribers. Full spoilers for White Lotus season 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Yo, I got to say, this was, I thought season 2 was a slow burn. Very deliberate. This one, I feel like the showrunner, because it's the 3rd season, he was just super confident that he was just going to do what he wants. That's why it was this, and Won-Jin, I got to be honest, I can't praise the actors enough. Because there were moments where they got barely any scripts. I mean, at least dialogue, that's the correct term. I don't know what the script says. Maybe the script says, be all suffered. Oh,
Void.
Season as well?
You're going to love this.
Oh, Void, we highly recommend it. But I gotta praise the actors because, except Parker's character, who's Tanya upgrade version, a lot of the actors were given a lot of internal suffering scenes, internal mulling scenes, and I thought the acting all around was super fantastic, super fantastic.
I especially gotta praise Walton Goggins in this one. Ever since he shows up for the first time on the boat till the very end, you can tell that this guy is tormented.
No, but do you think there was a misdirect where they were trying to misdirect us, thinking that he's some kind of criminal or evil person, but it turns out it's a mental suffering, or was that just me?
I guess because that's the impression we get when he's on the boat for the first time. And, when he's having that conversation with the other guy.
Isaac's character.
Yeah, he doesn't really tell what he does.
This and that.
Yeah, I do this and that.
Yeah. But, man, can I be honest? Man, did I hate fucking Gary or Greg or whatever the fuck his name is.
That's exactly the same feeling I had throughout watching season 3. Because when he was reintroduced in the season, I was thinking to myself, somebody kill that motherfucker.
Yo,
I was like, rest in peace, Tanya. We gotta get that boy.
Won-Jin, can I be honest? I was hoping episode 8, the finale, would be about the Radcliffe family taking over Greg's wealth, and then using that to offset the short, the fall from
the deep shit that they're in.
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping that would be the scenario, but of course, this being White Lotus. Oh, but I'm gonna start with my favorite scene though. The reason why I say this is from a very confident showrunner is because, Won-Jin, we've seen this Archetypes before. We always get introduced to a family unit, someone maybe in lower in the social ladder, but we also see these different I'm sorry to use this word, but class groups. But here, my favorite was the 3 women.
The friends.
Yeah, because Carrie Coon, who was in Fargo season 3, one of our favorite series, and also in Avengers. She delivered the most poignant. Did I say that correctly, motherfucker?
Poignant.
I said poignant. Fucker, don't look away, bitch. Did I say it correctly or not? No.
Poignant.
No, say I said it.
Poignant.
Say I said it correctly.
Say it again.
Poignant.
Okay.
Thank you. No, but she said that was a very unexpected. I don't know, sort of a redemption. Because, you see them do the Romance of the Three Kingdoms thing where
Like friends forever.
Yeah, but the group of 3, 2 gang up on 1, 2 gang up on 1, 2 gang up on 1. But the ending, her Carrie Coon's monologue was amazing. How time gives meaning. And I'm glad I'm just at the table. And it reminded me a lot of the Italian families.
From season 2.
Yeah, sort of open door potential to change. And even the Isaacs, I think this is why the showrunner was confident. White Lotus is always about Chekhov's gun. There's always gonna be a crime at the end. But here, like, we kind of expected more crimes, right? I think it was a guessing game on who was gonna do the murder spree, right? But I think the showrunner did such a great job of actually kind of upending our expectation, where the rich 3 white ladies and the rich family decide to persevere and sort of learn from this trip, sort of reach this maturity.
Yeah. And they somehow grow spiritually, I guess.
Well, not grow, but become open to spiritual growth. Because Schwarzenegger actor, one of my favorite character is the Schwarzenegger actor. His acting was fucking amazing. Because we saw him in the Gen V season 1, remember?
As the golden boy.
Yeah. Here, his ability, he's upgraded version of Albie from season 2, because he actually has the self-knowledge to recognize that, I'm a douchebag. And then he actually takes the reading book seriously, maybe a little bit. So this is what I mean by this is from a confident showrunner. It was a you could either call this boring or a maturation of the prior seasons. Hold on, let me read some of the comments. Zezzy, Greg was suspicious even from the first time I saw him. Never trusted his ass. No, he didn't say correct. He said it the second time. I heard it. I said it correctly, Zezzy. What are you talking about? Stop making stuff up. So overall, for me, I was never bored. I especially my favorite is when Isaac's actor decides who, he's basically doing he's playing God. Can you live without riches? If they answer, no, I can't. Okay, I'm
He's about to poison you.
He's he has this disappointment face, you're gonna die with me.
Especially when his daughter becomes vulnerable and tells him that she thought she was able to do it, but she can't.
What do you think about that? Because I had 2 feelings. On the one hand,
I thought.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll let you finish. On the one hand, she also gets self-knowledge, just like her older brother, in that, maybe I'm a douchebag because I'm into this spirituality thing because maybe I just want to feel like I'm different from my family, but I didn't do it for possibly genuine spiritual reasons, and maybe I was being a douchebag. But at least but the second reason why I find her sympathetic is, Won-Jin, from my life experience, most of us are not as noble as we think we are, and that's not that in itself is not something that's bad. And I can't help but feel for her because she's college age, right? Well, at least she had the self-knowledge and know thyself is 1,000-year-old saying for a reason, and I respected her for that at the same time. Yeah. So that's why I thought her character was very, like you said. You said I forgot his name, the character's name, but the Schwarzenegger Jr. That guy was like an upgraded Albie. The girl from the Isaac's family, to me, felt like she was an upgrade from the Sydney Sweeney character in the first season. Because remember how much of a hypocrite she was? Here, on top of that, she is self-aware of her own shortcoming. And like you said, she realizes that she maybe wanted to do this because she thought that it would be blah, blah, blah. But it turns out I'm not really fit for this. I like the luxuries of life. I like this. Blah blah blah. So I thought her character was very interesting in the fact that throughout that journey, she chooses to go back to her own family life of luxury.
I'm glad you mentioned the family element too, because another thing I respect about the Radcliffe family is their love for their father was real. That's how I felt. And that's why when the father like knocks the drink away, he also is having a self-knowledge realization that because when he decides to kill himself, and I mean potentially kill himself and bring his family along, he's also burdened by the wealth that he has, that his reputation, his wealth, his worldly power. But the moment he sees his family about to pass away, I think he sort of learned that my family is more important. You know, so but because of his wife's character, it has this Tanya element there, of course, but
living in this bubble.
Yeah, but they also are learning that I think that's why their ending is surprising, because their ending is one of the driest. Like, because Isaac literally says we're gonna deal with it as a family, and I was actually cheering them on a little. Wow, you guys
Saxon was his name. The Schwarzenegger character. Okay. Saxon.
So I'm saying like, wow, they are actually the most sympathetic, wealthy assholes we've seen so far from the White Lotus. Because they do have this redemption, not redemption, but I don't know what to call it, but change. You know, sort of this recognition that maybe my priorities were wrong, and I don't know. And the little brother character always saying, I'm surrounded by narcissists. I'm surrounded by my narcissist. But I think that he, like, I think the son is actually playing like a oracle character at the same time too, where he's speaking for everybody. Because you could argue, except like Walter Goggins' character Chelsea, the wife. Everyone's a narcissist. They're so blinded by their own goal that they cannot see what's important. So that's why when Walter Goggins loses his girlfriend, and that contrasts with the family. So here's someone who actually went for it. Walter Goggins, because suicide is same as killing somebody in my view here. So when you because he's been looking for his father's murderer, and he's been looking for his father's murderer, but metaphorically he should have looked at the fucking mirror, because you're your father's murderer. So that's like I thought that was a mirror image of the Radcliffe family, because look at yourself, motherfucker. Like you literally, you were always just looking for yourself and you couldn't find it.
And the biggest difference is Jason Isaacs' character.
Yeah, amazing actor. I loved him in Patriot.
What was his?
He was in Patriot.
What was his character's name? But anyways, his character, at least, he eventually made decisions that would put his family out of harm's way from himself. But Rick, after putting his girlfriend in danger at least once, he still does it, and eventually that gets her killed. Yeah. So I think that's another contrast that we see from this family and Walton Goggins' character.
No, but his face was so peaceful when he became one with the water, like the monk said. You know how we're water drops flowing up, and then when we go back. But the irony of that scene is Chelsea's face is upside down. Like it's the opposite of the beautiful Ophelia we think, because she's floating in the river. I just like that. But his smile was also bittersweet. In death, you're all the same. You know, so that scene, to use your term, that spectacle, that cinematic scene was beautiful. That was beautiful.
So I guess this season had a very different theme from the previous one because there was a lot of themes going on around like sex in the second season. But here we see, I guess, there's a lot of this like spiritual, like Buddhist element. It's like holding a grudge, forgiveness, greed, violence, all these things.
No, but it's at the same time though. Remember, it's those with. Chelsea dies because. If you look, I watched the season twice, by the way. That's why I can see these things, I think. But she's the most spiritually aware. She calls off Saxon's character from the bat. You're a douchebag, and she was right. And he tells Walter Goggins' character, no, you're focusing on the wrong thing. But you know what's so sad? No one listens to her.
Yeah,
until the end.
Despite being spiritually aware, like you said, she still believes that she can be an agent of change to Rick, but it just doesn't work.
No, but she's the victim of their selfishness too. Because I don't think she was a selfish character here. Because remember, she befriends even Greg's hooker girlfriend, and she's someone who can connect with everybody in a way. And just like there's a lot of ironies here too. The reason why I say irony is Chelsea is someone who was aware of all this dies. And from the Radcliffe family, the only one who says I can live poor.
Almost dies.
Yeah.
I kind of wished he had died. It would have been better for me if Lachlan had died.
That would have been
instead of
I can see that
coming back.
I think a
life.
lot of people agree with you on
it. I was so shocked that happened to him. And it would have been stronger if he stayed dead.
That's the irony element, though. Another irony, that Thailand guard who calls himself a Buddhist. Shoot him! Shoot him! The moment he breaks his code, his Thai girlfriend's like, "Oh, you're hot again."
I think that's a very, very keen observation because I was thinking the same thing. You know, if you think about it carefully, people who make morally questionable decisions, they get rewarded. Just like Belinda, she takes those $5 million instead of valuing like a real human connection. She just chooses to get that money, gets away from the island, all safe. And like you said, Mook, was it?
Yeah, Mook.
Mook. He shoots an unarmed man holding an injured person in his arms in the back and kills him. And he gets rewarded with the bodyguard position. He gets the girl. He gets the promotion.
I thought that was the reverse Mary Magdalene. You know how Mary carries Jesus? Here, it's the opposite. Because Chelsea is the Jesus figure because she's been... Okay, I sounded pretentious. I'm sorry. I'll shut the fuck up and read the comments.
No. I think that's also probably intended by the show creators.
Scott, when are we going to do a Let's Talk session? In 10 minutes, Walker. Sorry. Thank you for staying with us. She's the personification of a typical savior woman that thinks she can take a piece of what I don't understand that word and turn into a diamond. Oh, you mean I can change him? I can fix him. I can change the man.
And that's what eventually gets her killed, I guess.
No, but what's sad is, in defense of Walter Goggins, he did have the self-knowledge to realize that. Remember, he went for the Indian. He was looking for the Indian psychologist,
and he got declined.
At the time he needs the most.
Yeah.
When he didn't want it, she kept bothering him. But he was aware that if I am in this mental state, I'm going to do something irrational. He was at least aware of that, but the help was not there.
And I guess there's also this like symbolism in this season. You know how Chelsea says bad things come in threes? So Chelsea almost gets... Well, her life was at risk when the store was robbed. And... she gets bitten by the cobra. The third time she's in danger, she dies. And I think, you know, that time Walton Goggins' character Rick visits asks for help from the guru lady. I think that's the third time he's visiting. I mean, he's interacting with her.
Literally the third time.
Third time.
That reminded me a lot of Sopranos. Uncle Junior. Bad things come in 3. Cancer, cancer, cancer. Oh, but another thing we can't miss is a guest appearance from Sam Rockwell.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that was such a treat. when he showed up.
What do you think about his monologue?
It was such an interesting character. He just stole that episode when he showed up. I guess he was like a character that was also supposed to contrast from Rick, because unlike Sam Rockwell, who was capable of letting go of his past and accepting like the next phase of his life, Rick just couldn't. He had to return.
No, but you got to remember, it was also about Rick's own corrosive influence, because he was off the sex addiction. But once he meets Rick and do a crime together, that is a crime. That's impersonating somebody. That's a crime in almost every country in the world. He falls off, but I love the ending where he still goes back to the Buddhist temple.
Exactly. Yeah. So I could tell that he was a man who was at peace with himself and his history.
I thought that was a theme of Who Dare Judges. You know, because just the way he completely opened up.
Because that was some fucked up story. And the way he delivered it, man, bravo.
No, Walter Goggins' acting was great. Oh, really? Really?
You did that?
Yeah. No, but so overall, this season was interesting in that they never say the karmic word once, but it was also about, I think unlike season 1 and 2, this was the most season where free will against destiny is sort of mentioned, though. Sort of stressed, though, in the fact that, remember, these people decide to consciously, despite obstacles of life, let's call it, they decide to persevere and decide to give meaning to something else besides the money and wealth they have. Because remember, I love the Radcliffe, again, I'm repeating myself, but the 3-woman trio and the Radcliffe family was a really treat for me, is because they decide to give meaning to something besides their wealth and money and status and their social relationship. What's ironic is, remember that scene where one of the women goes to the Radcliffe like matriarch and say, "I met you." But the sad part is, even among these people who are high class, there's no real connection. But at least Radcliffe group decides to give meaning to the family, and the woman decides to give meaning to their sisterhood.
The friendship.
And I think it is a sisterhood in a way, which we haven't seen in prior seasons. So that was the most beautiful for me. Like, is there something we're missing? But anyway, like overall, I thought this was a very mature season.
And I also liked the resort's owner, the Thai lady.
What you
Sritaila or something?
Yeah. What'd you think about her marriage to the husband? He was in
Jim
Kill Bill,
Hollinger.
wasn't he? Yeah.
He was also in Training Day, remember?
Yeah.
He was Roger, the guy who gets murdered for the money.
Yeah, the drug dealer.
Under the living room.
Great actor. Like, great voice. He was in Daredevil. Yeah, that was interesting about, there was less red tape. And I thought he was a sympathetic character too, because after he gets killed, we realized that when he confronted Rick, in hindsight, I don't think it was mean-spirited, because he said, your father was not a saint. He's talking about himself.
Yeah.
And I think, in a weird way, he was trying to protect his son from himself, because he knew that he was not a good influence. So there was, but here lies the problem. Maybe there should have been one more episode or something.
Maybe,
because I thought that writing happened really quickly.
Yeah. And I just cannot help but compare those two characters, Sam Rockwell and Walton Goggins.
What do you think about the Thai couple though? Like, do you think they got enough screen time? Because
yeah, I guess they were interesting.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but the reason why I mentioned that is, remember when we went to Sicily, the Sicilian characters were like part of the lead. And everybody fucked the prostitute. The irony is every different class of people same to fuck the same prostitute. But here, I thought the Thai couple was kind of apart from the main cast. What did you think about that?
I guess so. I guess it's not as well weaved in with the rest of the cast and the story as the previous seasons. But they were still interesting characters for me. I guess Mook was a little better written than the girl, because I think the girl was kind of flat.
Yeah. She kind of typifies the village woman in a way.
And it's very clear that from the beginning to the end, she hasn't really changed at all.
But don't you think there was a great acting scene where we assume she was this, picture of innocent until the dinner scene where she says, I want my man to be ambitious.
It's like, where's your ambition? Where's the money?
Yeah, I thought her face acting was really great. Like where, baby, my mother's back hurts now. The second date will be postponed. Because I think that's a realistic portrayal of, and because that's one of the reasons why that pushes
Mook
to murder. I mean, it's not officially murder, but it is what it is. So I thought maybe there should have been less rumination seen from Isaac or Walter Goggins, and more thing of the Thais being aware of the white people. Because one of the things I think the series is missing is how the Thai views the white people. Remember, in season 2, the Sicilians are clearly aware of what the piece of shits these are. And even the hotel's like, these piece of shits, get them a room. And even the prostitute, like, let's Robin Hood these motherfuckers.
Even the distant relatives.
Yeah. So I think this one, because Thais are not white, we didn't get that proper screen time.
Yeah. So compared to other seasons, I guess the staff don't get as much. I would say like attention. Because remember, the first season was like half the story was about the staff.
Right. I did feel that way too. So I thought, I don't know. I mean, the show came out great, but I just did feel a little bit. She's the person. The topic is different this time. Italian Lotus was focused on intimate relationship, about sex, power, those things. This one was focused on family, money, poverty, superficiality, mental liberation. Yeah, it was about the family. I was hoping the Thai couple had more dialogues, like, do you want child and stuff like that. Do you want children? What's up?
No, wait a minute. Mook wasn't the bodyguard. Mook was the name of the girl.
I honestly don't remember the name, and that's not a Thai thing. I don't remember most of the characters' name.
Like whoever the person we called Mook is actually the bodyguard guy, the guard. Gaito. That's right, Gaito. Yeah, that was his name. Oh man, we're so dumb.
No, but I don't even remember the Saxon.
Saxon, Lachlan. I don't remember the girl, the daughter.
Are those Irish names?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess Lachlan sounds Irish.
But anyway, like before we end, the favorite scene, favorite character.
My favorite character in this show is Walton Goggins' character, Rick Hatchett.
This doesn't count, but hey, I'm gonna snitch on this guy.
And Sam Rockwell.
I'm gonna snitch on this guy because ever since we watched The Shield, me and Won-Jin,
we're so fond of Walton Goggins.
His character called Shane, and so this is bias. But anyway, go on.
And besides him would be Sam Rockwell. His appearance was so awesome. Besides those two, I guess I also like the father Radcliffe character, Jason Isaacs.
Yeah. My favorite scene was the tsunami. It represented, because the family member, it was Lachlan who shows the video and said he doesn't even move. The guy who's facing
the waves. Yeah.
Because it was a metaphor for all of those characters. But
are you gonna stand there and face it, or are you gonna run away like a bitch?
Exactly, Won-Jin. Because I feel like sometimes when you live life, it's easy to say, oh, you should have predicted it after the fact, but we don't know. And I thought that's why I mean like this was to add to you, Zedzi. I thought it was also about free will, about humans' ability to just stand up to the tsunami. I know I didn't see it coming, but I have to deal with the cards I have, and I thought it may be a losing battle, but you know I felt like it was also about free will, allowing these people to give meaning to to your points as the mental liberation about giving meaning to things that you didn't think about before, whether it's love, a family, or sisterhood or friendship like that. So let's give a score, man.
I would give this season. I think I would give it a 10.
I'm gonna give it a 10 too.
It was so well written. The characters were all fascinating.
Oh wait, I changed my mind.
Even the recurring character, Belinda, I love how her arc kind of changes because we remember her from season 1.
Right.
You know how disappointed she was by Tanya's like building the hope and breaking it down, like her whimsical decision making. She does the same thing to that poor Thai dude.
Well, but in her defense though, well, Tanya kind of dangled the false hope to Belinda. I don't think she did that to the Thai.
She did that to the Thai guy as well. It's like, we can start our own massage parlor, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, she hyped him up.
She hyped him up. It's like, we can have our own thing. We should do this. We should have the spa, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, okay, bye-bye. I got my $5 million.
Okay. Which is 1% of what Greg got.
Exactly. We need to see Greg die. We need season 4 where we see this karma finally having its throw at Greg.
Yo, Void,
and he's going to have a peasant's death.
Void, I changed my mind. I'm not going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it an 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah, just to bring it down to 9.
just to balance it out.
You know why? I felt like this could have been 7 episodes. Number 1. I feel like the Thai couple was a little shortchanged. Because the confident showrunner, I think, tried to show instead of tell a lot. Whereas they keep showing him with this tender moments with the girl, and then... But I did feel like his ending was a little abrupt. Like, so...
I guess if I have to pick something that bothered me is... You know how every season starts with this flash forward, and then it goes back? You know, when the gun shooting started and everything, I thought it was going to be, like, even off the hook, like, outright, like, pandemonium. But it wasn't really that. Because remember, you know, the intro theme thing? In the intro sequence shows all this, like, chaos and shit. Yeah, like, people getting eaten by animals. I was hoping to see some, like, even crazier shit.
No, Won-Jin. See, this was doing the No Country for Old Man stuff. Remember how in No Country for Old Man we expect a 3-way gun battle between the chef and Shigur and Josh Brolin's character?
That doesn't happen.
Yeah. I think that was intentional. That's why I call it a confident showrunner, because he was fucking with you. He was fucking with you.
Yeah, with the intro sequence, misleading people and their expectations.
Yeah. So I'm going to...
But still a brilliant show.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8 because I'm going to... So JoeJinMovieSoAwesome gives it a 9.
This is a very well-written show. It's very smart.
Very deliberate, very patient. So if you are a fan of White Lotus, I think you're going to love it. But I think some people might find it too slow, though. Because there's a lot of scenes where there's no dialogue. And it's up to the actor and the filming to carry it about the internal monologue stuff. And there were a lot of scenes like that, I think, came from a very confident showrunner. And I enjoyed it, but because of the 2 elements I talked about, I can't give it a 10. And I want to give it a 9, but I don't... So
it's actually a 9.5.
Yeah. I really like how we were dragged a little bit in Thai culture. Yes, I was hoping for more Thai stuff. And that's coming from me watching White Lotus Season 2. So JoeJinMovieSoAwesome gives... White Lotus Season 3 a 9. We highly recommend it. We can't wait for Season 4. We love this anthology. We're going to take a short break. And Scott Walker, finally we can do Let's Talk. This has been JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you guys
right back for our Let's Talk.
And the monkeys, I was hoping the monkeys would do something.
Yeah, like rip people apart or something.
Yeah, because I know they were supposed to represent the people, and all that, but I was hoping they would do more stuff. Oh, but by the way, Won-Jin, did you know that I'm the 16th generation descendant of the same family as, Jack Nicholson?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have Irish and Italian blood in me.
So basically a mongrel.
Shut the... I may look Korean, but
So you're a Korean that's Irish and Italian.
I can't believe you used that racist term. Isn't that what the Japanese colonists called us?
Mongrel? No, that's not a racist term. That's a derogatory term for dogs.
No, but doesn't
dogs should be upset for that word.
Doesn't that imply like mixed blood? And are you secretly okay? I was gonna make a horrific insult to Korean because there's one insult that Koreans cannot handle, but I'm not gonna do that. Bye.
Jack Nicholson.
All right.